Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Plume, Lumière Tarot. I hope all of you are doing well. Today, we're going to start with native or ascendant to the sign of the Capricorn. So, Capricorn, this is for you. First of all, the first card that came out into the Akashic cards is this one. It's the Three of Parchment. If you look at it, it came upside down, and you see it's called. You have to adjust where you're going to shoot, okay? You have to adjust. What it means into the more concrete pattern of the world, it looks like you have a world of possibility waiting for you. And the thing is that it seems like you don't trust yourself or you don't see far enough. And you have all the potential to be able to realize everything you wish. And actually, you are your own worst enemy. You stop yourself from believing and moving forward. This has another potential meaning for this card also. It could be that you have reached into a partnership with somebody. You have reached kind of the end of it. It's time for you to reduce probably the influence or reduce the communication with a certain people that are close to you. And because it seemed like the communication doesn't go well, you know, like it seems like you're kind of two people talking different language. So you're not in the same page. You're not at the same page anymore. And it seems like you probably need to adjust and probably even cut off, break up that pattern with this particular person. It could be also that you were planning on moving, and all of a sudden, all those plans have been dropped to zero. So it's not happening. So right now, just don't discourage yourself. Have faith. Everything's going to come back. Probably not with this relationship, if it is actually the partnership that we're talking about. Maybe not this person right now, because you really need to take some distance. You need to separate yourself from those people that are not into believing and being with you all the way. All right, so let's move up to what's going on into your life right now. If you look at the center of those three cards that I see here, you have the Eight of Cups, you have the Judgment, and you have the Queen of Swords. The Eight of Cups always mean that you're making a decision. You're making a decision to leave a situation that doesn't fit you anymore. So it's not because you are losing something because okay, I'm going to have an image for you. It's not because company is going to lay you off. It's because you leave the company, because you made a decision that it was going to be better for you to do so. Okay, so it's a decision that you make, that you turn your back to a certain situation, you turn your back to move on to something that is more for you. So if I look at it, you're having that Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, and you're having the Judgment. So it really means that this decision that you're making is going to elevate you. It's going to raise you up. It's going to be, it could be health-wise, like sometimes your mental health is going to be way better. Of course, there's a risk that you're going to find yourself alone. But this loneliness doesn't have to fear you, because this Queen of Swords, you know what it is? It is somebody that has loved a lot, that have cared a lot, that have known and learned a lot, and actually she protects herself. She is just like sufficient to be able to take care of herself. So this is the Queen of Swords that you're having, and this is what's going to make you move. Be confident, trust yourself. Alrighty? So at the base right now, many of you are experiencing some stress, and it's okay, and we all have some, at a certain level, we all have some stress that we're living with right now. And the situation, the whole world is into a situation like this, I guess. So it's, for some people, though, it affects a little more. So Right now you have accumulation of a lot of things going on, a lot in your plate, not sure that you're going to be able to chew everything you have. So it probably put a lot of pressure on you. So please, you have to, take a little distance. What is just behind you? It seems like to some of you, you've been able to consult with somebody, have a counseling, having a person that many ideas, giving you some opening, giving you, or even yourself, you could have been that person to open up to new ideas, a very sharp mind, a very sharp path in front of you, okay? You've seen it, you know it's there. But although, even if you know it, right now you find yourself in a situation where the Ten of Swords, it's just like you have to let go the old pattern, because now it's a turning point. Because, when you come to a 10, it goes back to 0, okay? So it's just like it means it's the completion with the 10, and then there's no other choice than opening up new possibilities, okay? So it's there, but you have a hard time dealing with abandoning something and starting something new. It's just because the old belief that you have to be ripped off and completely changed, especially because you have this one here, okay? This card here that you had, the 8 of Cups. You have to make the decision and commit yourself to this decision you make. It's there. It's just because, of course, this is a little sorrow, a little sadness, okay? You cannot leave something that you've been knowing for so long, and for so many years, and something that you've been doing for so many years. You cannot let it go without having a little feeling of loss, a feeling of, but you know what, if you have to allow yourself to have this passage here, you have to allow yourself to have that little, maybe a few tears, maybe a little cry, maybe, you deserve it, and you need to do that, because it's only after that you're going to be able to move on. So right now you are into, it's there, you've seen it, you have a hard time taking a distance and detaching yourself from this situation, and you're going to have a little or a grieving, a grief of it's the after effect of losing something or cutting something, distancing yourself. It's just like, maybe this is some people around you that you're going to have to totally put aside. It could be also just a situation because you see that your old self was not functioning well into that field where you were, and then you have to dare trying something, and you have to dare going into a new path, new direction. It scares you, but you have to, and you know it. Okay, so I think it's more clear this way. Where you're going to find yourself? The Hermit. Okay, the Hermit is deep reflection. It's the light in the dark. It's a learning process. It's something that doesn't go from yesterday to tomorrow into a slap like this. It takes some time. It's a slow process, but I think you really see it, and even despite your own willing, you are already into it. Okay. The two cards actually into the situation where people are looking at you and what they see when they look at you. Two cards came out. One fell off and the other one I just pulled it out myself. It was the 3 of Wands. And you have the Justice. So for a lot of people, they see a much balanced person that has to go out of her way and start something new, to go into a different direction and start something that's probably you're not familiar with. So this is what they're seeing. So I think you have probably some good people around you that are, like counseling or telling you you're going to find your balance in that. And, you know, the fact of losing somebody, you're going to gain some other people that are going to just be just some kind of vitamin for your soul, vitamin for your energy. So, but the thing is that, of course, within the month of January, you're going to still be into this process of having to change and accepting the change. Your biggest fear, but also your biggest hope, you have the lover. The lover, it could be somebody that is significant to you, but most of the time when you see this card coming, it's a choice that we have to make. So you hope that you're going to be having a wise choice, that you're going to be comfortable with it. But of course, the comfort is not something you're going to get this month of January. It's further down. You see, it takes a little time. You have to allow yourself to take a little time for yourself. Okay, the conclusion of this month, the direction that you have here. Another sword is right here. Although this is a card that brings clarity, you're going to finally get your blindfold out. You're going to be able to see things the way they are for real, okay? The real world is going to appear to you, and you're going to have a clear vision, clear understanding. The thing is that right now you don't want it, but the direction that everything is taking is bringing you to that change. It's a difficult process. It's a little longer process, but you're on your way to get there. Actually, I'm seeing those cards that I'm having here. When I see a card of a season, you have the autumn and you have the elevation, okay? That means everything on the process, of course, you're going to lose a few feathers on your way. Although you're going to gain a lot of strength, a lot of confidence, a lot of new abilities, and it's a whole new you that has to merge. And you can give yourself, into that process, you can give yourself a 3-month period before you really see how strong you're coming, how strong you are making yourself. So this is a very encouraging statement here that we have. So let's see, on the other card that we see on the side, you have the card of the moon, which is a major arcanum. You have the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 5 of Pentacles, and you have the King of Swords. So I guess, you see, when you have the moon coming out, it's just like it gets all the world of illusion, all the world of the dream. It's also like the mother, the influence of the mother, those things that you have your beliefs inside and everything. It's going to become something that's going to sustain you also. You have to trust your intuition. You're going to have to trust yourself. You're going to have to build your own new confidence. And it's not something that's going to happen in a day. It's a process. But you find yourself already, I think, you can see some little change taking place that you are more willing to accept that you were in the last few weeks. Right now, what is coming also your way, you have the 5 of Coins. 5 of Coins means if you need some help, there's somebody that's very quickly around you that could be there to help you out. This person is very assertive. She has a lot of ideas, but she goes straight to the point. The thing is that she's probably not that diplomatic, but the information or the counseling that she's giving is straight to the point, and it means gold. Okay, so this is a good helper. So this concludes the reading for you, the Capricorn, for this month of January. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I invite you to subscribe to Plume, Lumière, Tarot. And of course, I'm very open to receive your comments. And of course, please don't say anything about my talking skill, because right now it's just getting used to those words I'm using in French all the time. So just to translate, to put it all in English as, you know, all the time. It's just like sometimes the words are missing. So take care and thank you very much for watching. Bye.